We begin with a stunning diplomatic breakthrough and a long-awaited homecoming. American history teacher Marc Fogel, detained in Russia for over 3 years on controversial drug charges, has been released and is now back on U.S. soil. This development, shrouded in geopolitical intrigue, was orchestrated by the Trump administration and could reshape relations between Washington and Moscow. Marc Fogel, the 62-year-old educator imprisoned in Russia since August 2021, touched down on American soil earlier today, a moment his family feared might never come. Arrested at Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport for carrying medically prescribed marijuana to treat chronic pain, Fogel was sentenced to 14 years in a harsh Russian penal colony, a punishment critics called disproportionate and politically charged. In an emotional scene at the White House, a visibly moved Fogel stood alongside former President Donald Trump, who spearheaded the negotiations. "I feel like the luckiest man on earth right now," Fogel declared, his voice trembling. Trump, calling the deal very fair, very reasonable, hinted at broader implications. "Russia treated us very nicely. This could be a step toward ending the tragedy in Ukraine." Key to the release was Steve Witkoff, Trump's special envoy to the Middle East, who made a covert stop in Moscow to secure Fogel's freedom. While the exact terms remain classified, sources describe it as a quiet, high-stakes exchange, raising questions about potential concessions to Russia. Marc Fogel's ordeal began in 2021, when Russian authorities claimed his 19 grams of medical cannabis, legal in parts of the U.S., constituted large-scale drug smuggling. His release follows intense lobbying by his wife, Jane, and mother, Malphine, who called his sentence a death penalty for pain relief. Fogel's case drew parallels to Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan, Americans previously detained in Russia. But unlike Griner, swapped for an arms dealer in 2022, Fogel's freedom arrived through back-channel diplomacy and a president no longer in office. Tonight, Marc Fogel is home, but the bigger question remains. Is this a fleeting gesture of goodwill, or the first crack in a frozen diplomatic landscape? Stay with the Continental Report for exclusive details on this evolving story. For now, we leave you with Fogel's own words. Freedom isn't just a word. It's everything.